representing the Republic of Korea.
En la paca número 1, representando República de Corea,
An San. Kang Ji-yoon. Im Ji-hoon.
Chase them down. And San will shoot first for Korea in this gold medal match.
Yeah, An San already has an imprint of her string on her face, and this is because obviously she has been on the practice range already shooting. And these first arrows are key to figure out, okay, is my sight setting gonna have to change, or can I just leave it where it is? So these first arrows in the match are always very important to see if you can get some kind of idea of the finals venue.
Yeah, worth mentioning right at the top as well, Chef, that they're putting Lim, the sort of newbie to the team, in the third spot here.
Yeah, she has already proved her worth though in the team when winning the previous stage in Shanghai, so it's not like she...
tinkering with the sight.
Yeah, China can use this information. They can look at the Korean team shooting those 3 arrows on the left and think, oh, we can adjust our sights to the left a little bit. They might have already, and what's difficult to judge is also, did the Korean team already move their sight from the practice range to the finals venue? So it's a bit of a gamble, but they could definitely use the information they got from looking at Korea.
This is Yang, the youngest member of the Chinese team at 22 years old.
9.
Gold medal match, but Korea had a really good group, so that means that I think they're gonna adjust really quickly and so it's interesting to see always in a team match the communication and like the dynamic in the team, and you can see that there is a bit of a like discussion going on about where to aim and what the effect on the arrows is coming from the finals or from the practice venue to here.
Nothing in the middle yet. And 53 is a gettable target for the Chinese team. And you'll notice that Yang is shooting arrows 3 and 4. So she
9.
So that 9 means that they cannot get any set points in this set anymore. Any potential wind or light circumstances.
8.
And you can see a lot of arrows on the left, so I think the teams that are going to be shooting later will have somebody in the stands, some pressure on the other team by and putting down a marker for your other 2 teammates. So,
well, Korea leading 2-0 after the first set. And by virtue of trailing, it will be China to shoot first in set number 2.
I've just had a little bit of a look around the venue, and the windsock is seemingly a little bit like blocked by the trees that are next to it. So it's not in the best position to judge the wind from, but you can definitely see that there's some wind if you look at the trees in the background. So although we had a nice little shot of the windsock earlier where it was just hanging down.
So the wind conditions can change down the range, as Chef is clearly pointing out. It looks certainly like the Chinese team at least 29 out of a possible 30 through the first rotation.
Again, really interesting to see the way of communication of the Korean team, where they get off the line and then immediately they come with feedback on where their shot went off, where they expected the shot, where it eventually ended up hitting, so what the next team member should be doing or could be doing.
Eight.
8.
Ten.
It's really good shooting there, and also after that first arrow, I think they knew that that arrow was going to go to the right because you could see the reaction.
7.
7.
That's a bit of an unfortunate 7. I think they did really well with the fifth arrow, not trying to adjust too much on an arrow of which they knew that was going to go to the right.
9. Moving.
So Korea in with a good shout here. China were on 37 after 4 arrows, shot a 10 and a 7.
9. Moving.
So now, even though that Korea now has a possibility to grab this set with just a 9, so just hitting the gold would be enough to get this set, and that's exactly what she does. So a 4-0 lead is a very commanding lead, especially in a team round where 4 points is enough to get you a shoot off. So
Well, the favourites, Korea, leading 4-0 after 2 sets, can do it in 3. China will have to start this third set as they did the second, the big score.
9.
Moving.
there's that bow kwando that you were talking about. So typically that means that at the moment of it's a bit easier to do with a recurve bow than with a compound bow because the arrow is on the string for a bit longer. And in recurve, the release is kind of like a motion. You're doing the shot yourself. Rather, you'll see a little more movement typically in the recurve division than in the compound division.
China matched the rotation from the second set. First of 2 with a 29.
I think that's it. I don't want to call it definitively, but I think it's on the line.
If it cuts the line, as archers say, you get the higher score.
Moving.
So a provisional 28. Chef thinks the 9 will get marked up to a 10, so got to work on the basis, certainly for China, that
8.
Korea are on 29, and an 8 is a replication of what Yang did in the second set with that fourth arrow.
It was a really good angle to see why that arrow went low to the 8, because there was a bit of like a stumble at the moment of release. So some people would call it releasing forwards. And it's
8.
more so just not keeping tension in your, like not keeping back tension and not letting the fingers relax through the release, but rather opening your fingers. She tried to hide it a little bit, or I think it's more like trying to save it, but there was definitely some forward motion there, or no backwards motion in the release, resulting in a very difficult.
Possible 58, perhaps even 59 on the cards for them. 3 9s is going to be enough.
So as the scorer implies. Only a 7 is needed to win this match, and we've not seen them shoot outside of the 8 ring so far.
Well, what a way to finish. Couple of 10s for a 57. Provisionally could get marked up to a 58, and it does mean a guaranteed 6-0 win, and yet another recurve gold medal for Korea.
Yeah, and it's almost like people are expecting them to win, so it's almost as if they find it less impressive that they win again. But I feel like it's